told him a dummy. I told Lou that he's looking for because he's looking for the new car. So I told Lou he's looking for his car. They were just chatting. I said, Lou, I've got one.
No way. All right, good morning, everyone. Let's get going here. All right. U.S. markets had a little decent sideways to up session on Friday. Just another day of grinding, even though we had some reasonably weak numbers. We had Michigan retail sales and Michigan consumer confidence numbers that both missed expectations. That was on the back of of the initial jobless claims number the day before that were better, but apparently a couple of the states didn't actually get the reporting in, so it didn't seem to be that accurate. Obviously, the
Yeah, it wasn't as bad this time.
all right. Sorry about that, guys. Get okay. So yeah, I mean, essentially, what we had was a big announcement overnight. Larry Summers coming out and withdrawing his bid to become the Fed chairman, which is obviously what's driven S&P futures. You can see when that happened last night. We literally immediately got our spike up about 0.75%. It's taken us up to about 1% up on the S&P future. And now you can see us just kind of trending sideways going into European action this morning. Crude oil has also fallen on the back of Russia agreeing on a plan to eliminate Syria's chemical weapons, which is obviously quite big in that story. And I think today obviously we're going to have potentially some quite interesting, maybe potentially even volatile action because of this nice big open. So could be an exciting day. We've got a lot of stocks going to ex-div today. No corporate action that I'm aware of. We've got CFR for 10 Swiss franc cents. We've got Naspers at 3.85, Bidvest at 3.96, Sun International at 1.55, Astor at 3.50, Growth Point at 76. That's a 3% divvy. That's quite a big one. Impala's at 60 cents, and Woolworths at 1.48. Woolworths also a big divvy at almost 2%. So keep an eye on that today. Don't mess those up on the open. They're going to be obviously pricing those in this morning. We've got European CPI out this morning. We've got U.S. Empire Manufacturing, U.S. Industrial Production. Japan wasn't open today, so if you guys are looking at that for some sort of move on the back of the Larry Summers thing, and that being disappointing, that wasn't actually open there, so you're paying attention to the wrong thing. And then the UN's going to release its report on Syria today as well. So, all right, we've got this is going to be a really, really busy week in terms of earnings and not earnings, government announcements, government data releases this week. We do have some earnings as well in terms of Investec and Remgro. But the big thing, obviously, is going to be the Fed policy announcement. It's a 2-day report, I think, which will end, I believe, on Wednesday. So start tomorrow, end on Wednesday. Then we've got closeout here on Thursday. Then we've got on Thursday as well. We've also got the rate decision, which it might be interesting on what they sort of focus on and talk about. And then we've got Swiss watch exports on the 19th, and then a whole slew of stocks going ex-div again over the weekend. On Friday. So quite a big week for us this week. I really think this is going to be a monster. There's going to be a lot of opportunities. Try to keep it light. Wait for the opportunities to come to you over the next few days. All right, let's jump into the maps. All right, first thing I want to look at is the S&P future. You can see we just got a little bit of a breakout here as of this morning when we spike up 1%, taking us to all-time highs on S&P futures. Obviously, it'll take us up there on spot a little bit later. This is obviously really important for a number of reasons. But we kind of looked like we were going to get that correction on the S&P when we started to drift down a little bit at right there. I think people were looking for a little bit of a deeper correction. We've done a little rounded reversal here and taken this thing up into what looks to be potentially a continuation pattern. Obviously, really bullish. I mean, we still really haven't had a significant pullback on the year, and I think this, potentially could be catching some people out this morning. Another one that's breaking out is the FTSE future, which you can see there, popped above trend line resistance. As of yesterday, we showed this actually on either Thursday or Friday, and we've kind of been just kind of hanging just below trend line resistance there. You can see there we've had a nice move higher. We're up about 1% there as well, just like in the U.S. markets. And this really this move could be a very significant move to take us significantly higher here on the FTSE. So watch this one closely. I think we can go several percent from here on this breakout. All right. Next one we'll have a look at Life Healthcare. Life Healthcare breaking above a bit of a, you can do it however you want to do it. Let's draw it from the wicks. Let's go back maybe even another year just to have a look. It's actually a bit of a longer term flag pattern, with a couple false breaks to the downside here, and we're breaking out to the upside. Like I said, if we go back 2 years, you can see how we've pushed up. I mean, this has been a massive sideways consolidation, really in kind of two forms. We're consolidating there, which is where we came down and tested again just the other day, and we've already broken out from that. And then we've managed to break out of this little flag that's been forming over, several months. So this is a nice little breakout. I like the longevity of the consolidation after this massive push up. I really think that we can go at least $4 or $5 to the upside here on this breakout in Life Healthcare. All right, let's look at ARIs. Let's jump back to a 1 year, and you can see how we on Friday tested not all-time highs, but 1 year highs, or multi-year highs, I should say, about 3 year highs on ARIs. We tested, sorry, not on Friday, it was on Thursday. We tested it and failed on Thursday. You can see we're making a reversal off of that level as of Friday. Obviously everything's going to get a bit of a bounce this morning, but this could be interesting. Anytime a stock makes this kind of a move, we move from 145 Rand, 142, 43 Rand, something like that, to 210, more or less in a straight line. I mean, it happened in 2 months. You got to be expecting quite a significant pullback here, and the fact that it's fading off of, the recent high is, I think, significant. So watch this one closely. I mean, if it starts to break down below this kind of uptrend that we saw here, there could be a little bit of an opportunity to catch something out of it, or obviously if we break to the upside, above 210, it could be an opportunity on the long side. So significant levels that we're at the moment there. All right, Standard Bank we showed on Friday, talked about a bit of a breakout that happened there. It was a small breakout though, and it wasn't as straightforward as it could have been. Friday we really got the confirmation, nice punch through there. I think that we're going to look for a good move here to $120 on the back of this, and really probably in my mind testing this this little trend line that we're looking at here. So watch this one close. I mean, we break above 120 and close above 120. I think Standard Bank could end up being off to the races. So definitely some more upside in Standard Bank most likely. All right, Exoro. We just want to show this. I mean, this thing's obviously been a nice little uptrend here since it kind of made a little double bottom down here in May and July. And what you can see here is a nice little significant breakout from this area here around 159, 160 that we tested twice. When we did get the breakout, we made a nice push above, and we've put in a lot of consolidation, touching 160 several times on the downside. On Friday, we kind of dropped below the support just narrowly on Friday's action, but I think that this thing could potentially make a little bit of a reversal with the market today to the upside, but I think a pullback to 160 would be an incredibly interesting area to maybe get long. These things have lagged some of the other ones in the industry, the ARIs and that of the world. So let's look to see if we can take out highs at 169. I think this thing can move to the upside, or if we get a test back to 160, I think we can play it on the long side as well. All right, growth point. I want to show growth point here. Obviously, it's playing a big divvy today, so this chart will be looking a little bit more skew after that point, but really kind of battling to get above trendline resistance here. We obviously we had a bit of a fake breakdown from this level, and we got 2 days of selling after it, but really no follow through at 23.5. And the reason why I think this is interesting, if you look kind of globally, you're starting to get a bit of a reversal in all of the REITs in the States, and just that general sector. I think that the market's acclimatizing a little bit to the fact that we're getting rising rates. You can see that the growth point also is settling down. If we can push above this trend line here in growth point, I think this could be an opportunity to nibble on the long side. And I'll just show quickly as the last one, AGNC, which is a REIT in the States. All the charts on the REITs are more or less starting to look like this now. We put in a lot of sideways consolidation. The market was screaming at us that we were going to see higher rates going all the way back to May. As the higher rates came, we did get some follow through to the downside, but we've really been, as rates have been rising recently, we've seen us move out to the right here in a consolidation move, and we've just broken out to the upside in one or two of these REITs in the States, and I think that we may see the same sort of pattern in these GRTs. So watch closely. I think over the next few sessions, we could definitely have a nice move to the upside if we can break out above that level on these REITs globally. And that's it for today, guys. Thanks a lot.